Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Monday. It is Christmas Day. Holy cow, December the 25th. It is National Pumpkin Pie Day today as well, which you'd think that would be a different day, but
Haven't
that's
we
cool.
had a lot of pumpkin pie days?
Probably. I think they have like one every month. It's also 12 days of Christmas Day, and it's Alphabet Day, or No L Day. All of those things happening today. And I've got a guest joining me. I'm so excited to visit with Dyan Cannon.
I love her.
So the thing that's really neat, I know her from the movie Eight Heads in a Duffel Bag, but that wasn't even listed on her, like all the info. She was in Caddyshack,
Oh,
too.
you know her from a lot more
I know.
than
She's in a
that.
ton of stuff, but I'm like, that's one of my favorite movies that she's in. And I'm trying to decide, do I mention it to her or not? They didn't have it listed.
Absolutely.
I think I'm gonna, because I love the movie. It's a silly movie. If you've never seen it, Joe Pesci is in it. Again, Dyan Cannon's in it.
David Spade.
George Hamilton, like all these big stars. And it wasn't a huge hit for some reason, but I'm going to chat with her about that. And we'll chat about the reason she's actually going to be talking to us. Archie. It is a new miniseries, and it's coming out right now. It's about Archibald Leach. Oh, you don't know that name? You might know him as Cary Grant. Yeah, Diane was married to him for a while, and she's got this new miniseries talking about his life. We'll chat with her all about it in a bit.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, but it can also be expensive. Are you still paying for last year's Christmas gifts? Maybe you need better credit cards. We'd love to help at bettercreditcards.com. Find a card that's a better fit for your needs. Some like cards with points or miles. Others just want a lower rate. Find what you're looking for at bettercreditcards.com.
Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Research shows that groups singing has a beneficial biological, psychological, behavioral, and social benefit. So like Christmas caroling,
Oh, okay.
group singing synchronizes singers' heartbeats and breathing patterns.
Oh, that's lovely.
That can partly explain some of the positive effects of group singing, such as bonding and social connection. Singing together also increases the feel-good hormone oxytocin. I don't know if I say that right. Oxytocin. Anyway, it improves mood, helping us to bond with our fellow singers as we perform. Group singing also has psychological benefits for those living with a range of health conditions, including it'll build resilience, enhance your mood, create a sense of well-being and purpose, improve quality of life, and promote well-being. All of that if you are the singer. If you're one of the singers, like caroling, working together. Now, people hearing the
That's
carols.
why new kids on the block always seem so happy.
I was just going to say, if you're one of the people hearing the carolers that are hiding inside with the doors locked, that might be a different story. I'm just kidding. I think a lot of people do appreciate that. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know that 4 in 10 of us say they downsized their holiday celebration this year by making do with decorations from Christmases past, setting limits when it comes to spending? 2,000 adults involved in this survey, 51% said they cut their budget this year.
You had to.
But they didn't want to compromise too much. With that in mind, 16% of parents were not getting gifts for each other. We didn't do that this year. We didn't.
No, we didn't.
We just decided we don't need more stuff. So we're going to do a trip. We're going to do that. But anyway, they spent more on their kids. 24% have decided not to buy presents for people outside the immediate family. 18% made the decision not to send cards this year.
Yep.
20% have put a limit on presents. And even Christmas dinner took a hit. 1 in 10 said they bought a smaller turkey. 12% decided that Christmas crackers were not necessary this year.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Have you ever heard of
pretty
Christmas crackers?
Rough. No, I don't.
I don't think
Oh,
I've-
yeah, the things that you put on the table that you twist them and pull them apart, and then there's a little toy inside of them.
Uh-huh. Never heard of such a thing. All right. We don't know everything, clearly. But now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. I thought this would be the perfect time to throw some Christmas movie trivia Heidi's way. The Grinch's heart is said to have grown by I just said it. Never mind. I was going to say it was 2 sizes too small. I was going to ask you how many sizes too small. Okay, I won't give you this one. Finish this iconic line from It's a Wonderful Life. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his
wings.
Yes. In A Christmas Story, what does Ralphie want for Christmas?
He wants a Red Ryder BB gun.
Yes, extra points for even knowing Red Ryder. What movie is one of the characters rushing to get her hands on canned hickory honey ham?
Oh, geez.
Christmas with the Cranks.
Oh, okay.
What was the name of Scrooge's old partner in A Christmas Carol?
Marley.
Jacob Marley. What does Clark Griswold hope to buy with his Christmas bonus?
A swimming pool.
Yes. What is the name of the head elf in Santa Claus? Bernard.
Oh.
How about this one? In what movie does a little boy run after his love in the airport? Love Actually. What is Bad Santa's profession?
He's a mall Santa.
And a thief, yes.
Yeah.
And complete this famous line from Elf. The best way to spread Christmas cheer is to...
Sing really loud for all to hear.
Yeah, sing aloud for all to hear. If you want, I've got all of the Christmas movie trivia in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, but it can also be expensive. Are you still paying for last year's Christmas gifts? Maybe you need better credit cards. We'd love to help at bettercreditcards.com. Find a card that's a better fit for your needs. Some like cards with points or miles. Others just want a lower rate. Find what you're looking for at bettercreditcards.com.
Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. Since Heidi did so well with the Christmas movie trivia, I have some more Christmas trivia. This is it's not all movies, though. This is different. Which popular Christmas beverage is called milk punch?
Eggnog?
Yeah, eggnog. I've never heard it called milk punch.
Me either. I don't know that I would drink milk punch.
You want some milk punch? Hey, keep your hands to yourself, mister. What are the 2 most popular other names for Santa Claus? We know him as Santa, but we know him as?
Kris Kringle and St. Nicholas.
Very good. St. Nicholas or St. Nick I would have taken as well. What word for Christmas or Christmas Carol was borrowed from the French? I didn't realize this, but this is kind of cool.
I don't know.
Noel.
Oh, okay.
So that's what it means, Christmas or Christmas Carol, and it's French for that. According to the Christmas story, in what town was baby Jesus born?
Bethlehem.
Bethlehem, correct. The song says that Elvis isn't going to have a white Christmas. He's going to have a what?
A blue Christmas.
I'll have a blue Christmas. All right. What is the German name for the song that we know as Oh Christmas Tree?
O Tannenbaum.
Yeah, O Tannenbaum. In the song, We Wish You a Merry Christmas, what type of pudding are they talking about?
Figgy.
Yeah, bring me some figgy pudding. Have I ever had figgy pudding?
I don't believe so.
Would you bring me some?
Not with me.
What do children supposedly get in their stocking if they're naughty?
Coal.
A lump of coal. In 1996, what toy with origins from Sesame Street was an absolute sensation
Tickle
at
Me
Christmas?
Elmo.
Yes, Tickle Me Elmo. Do you remember that?
I do.
That was crazy. Elmo loves Christmas. And our final question here. What phrase made popular in A Christmas Carol expresses annoyance with cheery holiday celebrations? If you don't like all these people doing this, what do you say if you're Scrooge?
Bah humbug.
Bah humbug indeed. Little Christmas trivia. I've got all of that if you want to share it with friends and family. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Excited to visit right now with Dyan Cannon, and she's been in a bunch of amazing films and TV shows, and she's got a new one out right now. It is the program. It's a miniseries called Archie, and it's on BritBox. And Dyan, let's talk a little bit about this. This is a story of Cary Grant that maybe some people haven't heard before.
Oh, they've never heard this story. This is the story of his childhood. Actually, it's not. It covers his life. But it lets us into his childhood which has always been a very mysterious thing, and about the rigors and the horrors of his childhood, and how he spent his life trying to hide them and overcome them and not deal with them.
And the reason the program is called Archie, his real name was Archie, and Cary Grant was a name that he created when he hit Hollywood. And let's talk a little bit about what we're going to find in this miniseries.
Yes, his full name was Archibald Leach, and they picked the name Cary and asked him to come up with the last name, and he opened a phone book, and his finger landed on a name called Grant, and that's how he was Cary Grant. And then he picked different mannerisms from different actors and put together this man called Cary Grant, who turned out to be one of the biggest movie stars of all time. And, I was thinking about it today. That all happened before the internet and before cell phones. So you can imagine how widespread that he was loved all over the world. And one of the biggest that's ever lived, one of the biggest movie stars. That's quite a reputation, isn't it?
It absolutely is. And this is partially based on your best-selling memoir, Dear Cary, and it chronicles your marriage to Cary Grant. How long were the two of you married?
Oh, my gosh. We were together probably about 6 years. The marriage didn't last very long because he couldn't encompass a family unit because of what happened to him as a little boy. And that's why he had so many failed marriages. I was the only one he had a child with because he really didn't trust women. And there was very good reason for it. I don't want to fill the story, but the things that you see in this miniseries haven't been seen before concerning Cary Grant.
Now, you are the executive producer. Will we see you on screen at all during the miniseries?
No. This is not me in front of the camera. This is behind the camera.
Well, I'm sad to hear that because you do an amazing job in front of the camera and so many fun movies. And as I look at the list, there's a big long list of movies, but there's one that stands out to me that this, maybe I shouldn't even admit it's one of my favorites, but Eight Heads in a Duffel Bag. It's such a silly, ridiculous film, but wasn't that just a fun movie?
Oh, I never understood why it wasn't bigger. It had such a wry sense of humor in it. Such a fun movie to make with such fun people.
Well, you and Joe Pesci and David Spade and so many fun people. And then it was such a great film. The way you guys had put that together, it was such a fun story and everything about it was amazing.
Oh, I love the fact that you loved that movie. You and I are together with that.
And we have introduced other people to that movie, too. We'll have people over and we're looking, what do you want to watch for a movie? And they're like, oh, have you seen this? You got to see this.
Oh, you're so funny. That makes me so happy. Thank you.
Now, let's talk about Archie. This is coming right now. It's going to be available through BritBox. And if people would like to see this, and maybe they haven't heard of BritBox, that's something they can sign up for BritBox and watch Archie. And then in addition to being introduced to this, they can find a lot of other great content on there as well.
Yes, they can also go on Amazon Prime and get it through Amazon Prime. In January, they can see the first hour free, and then they can stream it through Amazon Prime. They can stream BritBox through that.
Very nice. Well, Dyan, thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate it a bunch.
Well, I appreciate you a bunch, and have a happy and beautiful holiday.
You do the same, and I am excited to see the miniseries Archie. It is coming soon, and like I said, I've got a link to the trailer and all of the information in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, but it can also be expensive. Are you still paying for last year's Christmas gifts? Maybe you need better credit cards. We'd love to help at bettercreditcards.com. Find a card that's a better fit for your needs. Some like cards with points or miles. Others just want a lower rate. Find what you're looking for at bettercreditcards.com.
Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A fruitcake properly prepared and stored will last 25 years.
Holy cow.
Okay. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The movie It's a Wonderful Life was a flop at the box office. It wasn't until 1974 when the copyright expired and TV networks could air it for free that it finally became a beloved Christmas movie.
I knew that.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Paul McCartney earns about $400,000 a year from the song Wonderful Christmas Time. And he says, and many other people say, it's his worst song. And he gets almost $500,000 a year from that. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Although gingerbread houses date back to the 1600s, the tradition became widespread in Germany after Hansel and Gretel was published in 1812. So they've been around a while, but it wasn't as popular. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In Slovakia, it is tradition to have a Christmas carp in the family bathtub a few days before Christmas.
Okay.
And then they eat a Christmas carp. Wow. And one final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Before adopting turkey, the traditional Christmas meal in England was a pig's head covered in mustard. Well, yummy. A couple other Christmas fun facts, if you want to see them, they're in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way courtesy of Mintervention.com. Question for you, Heidi. 30% of us agree this Christmas tradition is one that that no one does anymore. Most people agree this is one they don't know anybody that does it at all. What would you say? I've never seen anyone do this.
Putting real candles on the Christmas tree?
No, roasting chestnuts on an open fire.
Oh.
Never seen it. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way courtesy of Mintervention.com.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, but it can also be expensive. Are you still paying for last year's Christmas gifts? Maybe you need better credit cards. We'd love to help at bettercreditcards.com. Find a card that's a better fit for your needs. Some like cards with points or miles. Others just want a lower rate. Find what you're looking for at bettercreditcards.com.
Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A 103-year-old artificial Christmas tree was recently auctioned off for over $4,000.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
The tree, brought to Dorothy Grant's family home when she was 8 years old in 1920, became a staple in her holiday a staple of her holidays, there we go, every year until her death when she was 101. The tree featured 25 branches. Wow, that's not very many. 12 berries and 6 mini candle holders. It's believed to be one of the first mass-produced artificial Christmas trees. It was likely purchased by Grant's mother at Woolworths in London. Hanson auctioneers say the 2.5-foot tall, or 76-centimeter tall tree, described as the humblest Christmas tree in the world, sold for a total of $4,296.13.
How great is that? That is
very
awesome.
cool. So she had this thing her entire life. So it was bought when she was born and had it for 101 years.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Very cool. Weird news, though, brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Some odd but real Christmas gifts. An eye massager.
What?
Yeah.
Why would you need an eye massager?
I don't know.
for?
Somebody apparently thought it was a good idea, and they have I've got a link to these if you want to see them. That's $76 to massage your eyes. The $2 million puzzle. Okay.
Wow.
It's like giving a lottery ticket in the form of a puzzle. When it's all done, there's a QR code, and they can snap it, and if they can win anywhere from $1 to $1 million. So.
That's kind of cool, though.
I've got a link to these if you're interested. Password book. Never lose your password again. Of course, unless you lose your book.
I actually have a password book.
Bluetooth knit beanie. Even on the coldest days, it can keep you warm, and you can listen to music in your Bluetooth knit beanie. Squishy gummy bear light. Just what you thought you needed. An LED light that brighten up any space, and you squeeze it, and it looks like a gummy bear. From Crook to Cook, platinum recipes from The Boss Dog's Kitchen. It's a collection of recipes from Snoop Dogg and Friends.
Oh, I've seen that.
And I Pooped Bathroom Guest Book. I think we had this.
We do have this.
Do we have it still? I haven't seen it in a while. Anyway, I've got a link to all of these silly things in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now, your quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Quote is from Damian Fahey, who says, I'd like to have a kid, but I'm not sure I'm ready to spend 10 years of my life constantly asking someone where his shoes are. It's kind of what it is, too. When we were young people and had kids who were younger, our kids are old and moved out now, but we spent a lot of time trying to get our kids. They would lose things.
Oh,
in like 3 seconds.
I still have to help my remaining child in the house with.
Well, she's just home visiting right now.
No, I'm talking about you.
Oh, you're talking about me. Yeah, I never know where anything is. I see what you did there. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. I think this is a really cool story here. The Polish Parliament hosted their first ever Christmas meal for homeless and others in need. This story comes from Poland. And it says, a heartwarming initiative to spread joy and warmth this festive season. The Parliament is set to host their first ever Christmas meal for the homeless. Spearheaded by the new Speaker of the House there, the event is part of a broader plan to enhance the image of the chamber and make it a more inclusive space. So much like other countries, their politicians, they want to be popular, they want to get elected, but then once they get in office, they don't do the things that they say they're going to do.
Right.
And again, it's not always their fault, but here's what happens. All of a sudden, they have a popularity that's very low. So that's how it is in the United States as well. The Congress there, I think somebody said bed bugs were more popular than Congress. I'm pretty sure in a study. Anyway, I think this is a neat idea. What they decided to do, December 22nd, so they've already done this. They did this on Friday. They decided, I got the story ahead of time, so I don't know how it turned out. But on Friday, December 22nd, they decided they were going to do a nice big meal at the Capitol. Again, this is in Poland. Right. And it's a cool idea. And they're inviting in the homeless population. When have they ever been invited into the Capitol?
Right.
So I think
Usually
it's a
they're
neat
shooed away.
Yeah, I think it's a really neat idea that they came up with this. So it would be really cool to see this catch on in other places
Poland,
too.
actually, their government, I think, is pretty amazing.
I have no idea. I haven't really been following that. So are you watching Poland news?
I do.
What are
I
you
do
up to?
follow Poland, actually.
Okay. Well, I think it's a heartwarming story. You can read the details if you'd like. They're in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a very Merry Christmas. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show.